Hi guys, welcome to episode 9 of the Cooler Corner podcast. A week passed since.
A week. We have actually done the gig.
It was a storming success.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah. There's some upsides, some downsides.
Upstarts and new-time velocities.
Oh, still sees the money in it. But no, for the first gig it went really well.
Really well. As well as it can be expected. And we had some good family and friends there who was really nice to come and spend some time with us.
So yeah, it went. All I can say is obviously, like I said, there's up parts, down parts. I got rather frustrated at one point. Yeah,
twice. Gone out of shot then. But yeah. So we've done the gig. Was there any bits that stood out to you as a good highlight of your magical career?
The ping guess and obviously the ending with the confab.
Yeah, the confab was a good idea.
It's okay, no one likes a big head.
I think personally to me it was just the fact of doing it. I'm going to move the camera slightly. There we are. Boom.
Yeah, that was
just the fact we've got our very first gig under our belt, and we filmed it as well on said camera. We was mic'd up. The footage has come out mint.
Crystal clear audio.
Some of which you're going to see later.
Crystal clear audio, crystal clear picture.
Yeah. I think at one point, the one I'm going to show you, it does go a little bit blur because of zooming, but that's fine. You know, it's not the best camera. It's a very good camera.
But
let's not being prejudiced to cameras.
But no, it's experiencing it. We know what to expect next time.
Yeah, I think we both kind of knew what to expect anyway. I think the nerves would have been more wrecking had it not been family and friends, first of all. Obviously, I know your family, you know my family, or you met some of my family. It was like a good audience to try it out, wasn't it?
Yeah, we know what works, we know what we need to work on in future.
Yeah. What would you say is 3 things you need to work on for the next one?
Staging.
I would concur.
Pocket management.
I would concur.
And just not getting flustered.
Yeah, I'll add the one about scripts.
Yeah, scripts.
Even a loose script could have saved something that happened.
Yeah.
And I can't say anything because you know my scripts, and I went off a little bit, deviated a little bit, but then I was able to pull them in.
Yeah, you know me, I like to riff a lot.
Yeah. So I would say 3 things that I reckon could have gone better would be a bit more focused scripting, because like I said, I did deviate a little bit, but that was either down to like adrenaline or a little bit of nerves on the day. I wasn't nervous, but you know, sometimes when you're rambling and you think, oh, this is funny, and you're just rambling for ramble's sake trying to be funny, and it's not. There was one little hiccup in the handling of a coin trick, which wasn't even seen on the camera. But it's one of those because you've practiced it so many times, you can do it in your sleep. And like one time you do it, and if you're performing it to someone, you flash the double or drop a card or whatever. It tends to happen. I can't think. Can you think of anything on mine?
I think one of the effects that you said didn't really transfer over as well as it would.
I could probably only find that out by doing the trick though, because it'll be the trick that I'm showing them anyway. So you'll see invisible blackjack. It didn't really get the how do you explain it? Didn't get the not applause, but like the reaction that I wanted. I feel like the script was solid. I didn't mess up. Everything I said was right. I just think it was the person who performed it on either interpreted different or she didn't hear. Because we weren't mic'd up in the room, so she was quite far back, to be fair. And there was a little bit of a hiccup in the middle, which I think I managed to edit out because I had 2 cameras on mine. So I think there was about 10 or 15 seconds where I'm just standing there, and I think you see the chips on the table go from stacked to spread out. So there's no editing for the method on that. It's just, I think I must have just been like messing around with them because I was like, wow, this is taking a long
Yeah,
to...
I think you did mess around with them a little bit.
Taking a while. All she had to do was draw 2 cards on pieces of paper. But yeah, so that might have been the only thing. But again, for next time, there's obviously there's something about this that you'll get, which I'm going to eliminate. That's from another trick. But again, you can only find this out audience testing them, thinking, wow, man, this is dragging, this isn't how far it would go. Or you think, oh, it's all smooth in your head. And then it's like, no, now I don't know what to say now. Like, she's over there doing the thing and don't know what to say. And I did run through my brief breakdown of blackjack, and she still wasn't finished, which I didn't account for. I thought, yeah, they'll take like 10 or 15 seconds going, and I blew through the scripts, my little explanation, and she still wasn't finished, so it took her about 40 seconds, 45 seconds, and that's when I was like, okay, you've got a few seconds here, a few seconds there, and ended up being like 15, 20 seconds of nothing. And I was like, okay then. So you don't really see it in the thing, but it was there.
Speaking about audience testing effects, like you seeing reactions I get from which hand routines and stuff, and you seeing
Which
how
one?
good Tequila Hustler.
Which one?
Which hand?
Which?
Oh, shut up. But you've seen the reactions I get, but during the set, it got no reaction.
Yeah. So, but you did it perfectly.
Yeah.
You didn't fumble the script. Well, there's not really that much of a script, is there? But you did it perfect. I just don't feel like there was the punch, because if I was looking at it, the first thing you did was, yeah, it's in that hand, whichever hand it was, 50-50. He said, can we do it again? She said, okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we might as well go for 3 out of 3, boom, boom, boom. And I think because the first time no one reacted, the second no one reacted, then it's, can we do it a third time? You would think, because 3 out of 3 is an applause cue.
Yeah.
That didn't transfer, and obviously people were then conditioned not to applaud when you got it right.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's how I feel it, because like I said, perfect performance, absolute mint.
And on the third one, I didn't even look.
No, yeah. That even fooled me on the camera. I was like, I know that trick, but I don't know how you done that. Yeah, that's how I think of it. There was suddenly conditioned not to.
I could say, and this is for 3 out of 3. If I get this one right, I want you all to go crazy. I could give him that moment to go.
That's perfect, yeah. And then you're letting them know then, like, this is the last one, and now you need to do your part as the audience.
Yeah. So I was watching something the other day about when it had that in it, and it was about working at tables. So you say, obviously, you do what you're doing, place a card down on the table, and you go, I want you to wait until I've walked all the way over there to turn this card over. It's the first time I'd seen it, I was like, this is mad. And it's like, you're going to react. I want you to give the loudest reaction you can, so the people over there know I'm doing a good job. And you can use that as an opener. But if you just take that into a stage setting, just like the fact of, right, if, like I said, if this is 3 out of 3, if we get it right, go crazy. That would work, I feel.
Yeah, because again, you're letting them know what you expect of them in a certain time. And obviously you're letting them know then it's okay
to
react at that point. Because some people might go, and if no one else is stopping, they'll just stop thinking.
Yeah, because they feel awkward.
Yeah, but it's like, now we're supposed to. Like, okay, now he's turned it over and it's the right card.
Another thing I'd add to the 3, revealing information. Revealing information. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the left side was fine with that, but the right in the middle wasn't.
Oh no, it is something I need to do.
This is James revealing information. I've wrote something. There you go, lefties. You can see that.
I don't like people.
All these people can't see it.
It was more of a slow pan.
It was, to be honest. Whilst we're just talking, I'm going to do the ACAAN shuffleage. No, I'm just going to shuffle. So we're fine. And I've figured out as well that the ACAAN might not be the best thing to do in every show. Because this is number 9. Weird that, innit? There's a 9 there. It's almost serendipity. But we should stop doing the ACAAN and we should do the building a trick and like do it on the next podcast. Because we made those decks up, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I forgot about them.
Yeah. So what we can do is if we take out one card each of, this isn't going to mean anything to you until you see it, but we take one card each and leave it here, we'll end the podcast and then we'll keep on filming until we see what cards we've got. So then the next time we can show them the trick and then we can play the little clip of the last one to prove we've not just picked anyone's.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally forgot about them decks.
Well, it's only one, wasn't it? But we were supposed to have two. But yeah, we made our own decks with, what did we have? Restrictions, we had themes, and...
Was it not like effects, what we need to do?
No. Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? There was an effect, restriction, and a theme.
So basically the restrictions were things that we can't do in the effects, like you can't use certain techniques and certain principles.
Yeah.
The themes were like wrestling.
Like when I couldn't cult.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's part of a cult.
Cult. Yeah, they had well, we probably won't even say because there's going to be the mystery in the deck of what cards can actually be picked out.
Yeah.
Because if we tell them all about, what I see him do that trick about this one, without using this one of them, I'm just going to let it out, is like card magic without touching the deck. How do you do that? I don't know. You don't have to worry about it. I do, if I pick it up. Oh no, I didn't touch the deck twice, wasn't it? I think it was on touch the deck twice. Amazing. But hey, we had to ruin a brand new blank face deck, didn't we? We didn't ruin it.
Yeah, it'll serve a purpose.
It will. So, regarding the show, that rhymed. So we've got 3 or 4 things that we could do for next time. Trick selection. Would you do the same tricks? In the certain order, in that order?
Majority, yeah. I would add a few in there, which I was deliberating on putting one in there for this one just gone. So yeah, I would put another effect in there.
Which one would you put in?
2-person telepathy.
That's a good trick.
I'd change the opening.
I think that filled me first time you showed me that.
Yeah, I'd use the I'd change the opening, and I'd put a different effect in there, like my opening group effect.
Just thinking now, have you seen Anton James's opener?
No.
I might have to show you. If I can remember right. Well, let me think. He has this like a pad. And he gets a piece of paper, balls it up, and he throws it out. Let me think. No, I can't think. Essentially, it was you show the page blank, and then you write like 37 or whatever. Then you rip it off and ball it up. That's it. Yeah. No, yeah. Ball it up, you throw it out, so you can choose the audience member, and then you ask them to think of a number, and then it's changed. The numbers changed, or it's a word now in the thing, but it's like an SF, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Jedi. But yeah, I'll show you. It's a really cool routine to the point where I thought about opening with it.
When you first got on about it, I thought it was going to be like the Carrot and Stick by Banachek. Because he has one like that, where he throws out a paper ball, and obviously he gets a name of colour, and then I feel like you get what's going on there.
Yeah.
Without going too deep into methods and techniques.
That was the first episode that we didn't put online.
Yes.
Through fear of no one really. We just didn't want to show tricks.
Do you know what, actually, speaking of that, I was going through my contacts the other day on my phone, and do you know I've got the contact number for the Magic Circle?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's in my phone.
Oh, right.
I feel like I was going to, when I had my mentor on back in the day when I was doing card tricks and shit. my potty mouth.
I think you've swore more than me on this podcast anyway, so I'll just start bleeping it out.
Yeah, my mentor was like, see how you're feeling in a couple of years and maybe audition, but you have to pay to join. I was like,
Yeah,
what if you pay to join, but you have to do an audition, and why do you need to pay? Because you're not going to be, you might not get to join.
yeah. I think the audition was, I think that's a lot of rubbish anyway, because when I was in college, my mate was like, oh, are you part of the Magic Circle? I was like, yeah. And he's like, how do you get on there? And obviously you know where it was.
Yeah.
But I was trying to blag my mate saying, yeah, and I met this guy in a magic shop and he gave me a number, but then you have to be like sponsored from someone who else. It's a load of rubbish, right? All I had to do was ring the guy, yeah, come down the next meeting and pay your money. Very, very less Las Vegas than you thought it would be. But yeah, I was like, yeah, so I need to get this guy doing a sponsor, then he's going to talk to the guy who's going to get me an audition. I didn't even audition. You didn't audition, did you?
No.
I think it's more for like the MCM or the IBM and International Brotherhood of Magicians in London, where you get an actual plastic like bank card.
Yeah, that's the
membership.
one I was on about in London, not the one down here.
Oh right.
Yeah, I've got the actual Magic Circle number from London.
Oh, from one would have thought.
I always call it the MCM.
Yeah, but that's not MCM. That's Manchester Circle
Yeah, no, that's
of
what I mean.
Magicians.
I always say that.
Why would that
to you.
be the MCM in London?
No, I said the Magic Circle in London. The actual headquarters.
Oh, did you say in London?
Yeah.
I just heard MCM. It's your fault.
Well, yeah, I've actually got the contact number. I was like, I don't know what. I was looking at it. I was like, why have I got the Magic Circle's number in my phone?
It's like, but should I ring it? Will they know it's me?
I'm thinking of a word.
It's like, no. Block.
I never called you. These are not the droids you're looking for.
This is not the magicians you're looking for.
But no, I thought it was a little bit weird how I had that number.
Yeah. I said, I got mine from Andy Dean in Magic Cabin. He was like, ring Derek Lever. Was it Don someone? But that was for the kids thing because of my age. And by the time I actually spoke to him, he said, how old are you? How old are you going to be when the next payment of whatever goes through? So I think I was of a certain age. And he was like, yeah, you need to speak to Derek. You go on the adult one. I was like, oh, all right. So yeah, I had to ring him, and he was the most. I got through to his wife, and that was weird enough because I was expecting Derek, and I got Anne, which I think that's her name.
I don't know. Was she the lady that used to sit doing the tombola?
Yeah, I think Anne Lever someone else. I don't know. Hi Anne. But yeah, so I spoke to his wife, who put him on the phone. And it was the most like abrupt, yeah. It's like, oh, I got your number from Andy, and it's like, okay, yeah. So are you coming down? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to see how you get into membership. Yeah, just come to the next one. I told him in a meeting, and he was like, we'll sign you up there. I was like, okay. That's me as well, thinking I need an audition and stuff like that, because obviously, if you audition, it shows you a certain amount of competency. In magic, you've got a certain amount of respect for the craft, and you can perform to people. But I think the idea is they've got so many people that don't perform. It's just people who are granddads or uncles who just want to know tricks. They can't have everyone perform at audition because no one wants to perform.
Yeah, the first person I met when I went down there was a guy who just literally pays to go in and watch.
I think I've seen him. Did not tell you?
Yeah, he used to wear a scarf all the time.
I don't know. There's one guy in Mark James. It's Mark James. He had this Cabinet of Wonders thing, not Cabinet of Wonders, like his show. And I was stood at the side of the where all the chairs, and you stand on the side where you can walk up and down, like coming in and out. And I thought, oh, this guy's on his own. I'm on my own. I'll go and have a chat with him. And I'm not normally one of those guys that starts conversations with people. But I thought, okay, so I sat there. And he kind of looked at me as he just stood there. And I was like, oh, are you okay? Is this your first time? It was my first time back, if I remember right. And he's like, no, I've been coming for a while. And I was like, oh, okay. So you're like pro, semi-pro, or amateur or whatever. And he was like, oh, no, I don't do magic.
Why are you here?
That's what I wanted to say. I was like, you don't do magic at all? He's like, nah. He says, I just like to know it's done. It's like, you pay your membership just to come and just see tricks get revealed.
And why are they allowing me?
Because he's paying his money.
Yeah, I know.
And he doesn't. No one knows. I know you.
If I was to find out someone wanted to do that, I'd refuse his money and refuse him entry.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's sort of counterproductive to the actual motto of
you wouldn't even be
secrets.
buying anything as well, wouldn't
No. So you're basically giving him secrets.
Yeah, but he's giving him money.
Yeah,
There's the hypocrisy of magic, though, isn't there?
yeah.
Saying you can't tell someone the secret, but you can sell it to them.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
It's a bit counterproductive.
Yeah, I mean, I've shown few people like the simplest of magic tricks. You know what I mean? Like if they got show something that can like baffle my missus or my boyfriend or whatever, I show him like a key card trick because it's very known principle. Spot the bottom card or something like that. Like that guy who owes you a pint from Ape Apple.
Oh God.
How could I forget about that? So yeah, James got a best friend. Tell him, James.
I'd rather not speak about it.
I will then. So we're in Ape Apple. Not now, but we was in Ape Apple. We was waiting, weren't we, to go and sort out the room, how we was having it. And this guy comes up and is saying, oh, my mates are, like, was it 7, 8 o'clock or something? We had to wait, it's like 9:30, didn't we?
Yeah.
He said, oh, my mates are on the way. I couldn't tap you for a pint, could I? And I'd pay you back. And I was like, absolutely not. So I looked at you, I was like, what about you? And you didn't get it, and you just thought, oh, all right. And I'm thinking, you are not getting that back.
I know.
And you didn't.
Nah.
And the guy was in and out, like, for an hour, like, talking to the bar staff, doing this, doing that, having a laugh. I was like, right. Until he starts coming over, sitting down to us, next to us, isn't it? I'm very chill, but I was annoyed because I'm thinking, why are you sat with us and you're not even giving him his drink back?
Yeah.
It wasn't the fact that it was a principle, but then I was in the middle of you and now this guy, and then he was going, oh, you like card tricks? And all you were doing was like, I think you had cards on the table or something. Oh no, you were springing them.
Yeah.
It was your own fault. You attracted them. Attracted them meekly. So yeah, he sat down for about 20 minutes and then like just showing us the, I think it was from Ben Earl to Hugh and Browie, how the bottom card, key card, telling us all the information that we already knew. And he's like, oh yeah, then you do this, then you do that. It's like, don't do anything else.
And then they end up frying him with a few tricks.
Yeah.
I can't remember what tricks they did, but
which I wouldn't have done because it just kept him there long enough. Way longer than it had to be.
But I got us out of there saying, do you want to go get some food?
Well, no, because Max kicked him out, so...
After we left.
Big up Max.
He kicked him out after we left because he apologised when we came back and said he kicked him out.
Yeah, because he was just catching drinks.
Yeah.
Didn't even have friends coming to finger.
And he was Jordan.
And he was Jordan.
Michael Murray will be turning in his grave if he was dead.
Yeah.
If he was dead.
I was going to say I can't think of any dead Jordans.
Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah, Gascoigne. Anyway.
Alan Shearer.
He's not dead.
His career is.
Okay. I think we hit a soft spot with James there and Alan Shearer.
On that bombshell, should we do the ACAAN?
No, we've got... No, there's no bombshells yet. There was a few things we talk about with the show.
Before we go on tangents.
Yeah, tangents. But also, we've got footage to show as well.
Oh, we do?
Of us performing. Amazing.
And let's cut to... yours?
You tell me what we're going to cut to now.
We're cutting to Paul's performance.
What, right now?
Right now. Ah, you couldn't let me have it.
Nah, I think at the end we'll probably just like put two things together because if we just like chop and change, it's going to be a bit weird. However, So we know what we want to do for next time. We've got the same tricks. I don't think I explained that. I think I would take the invisible blackjack out of the set. I think as a timed it was about 5 minutes. So I'd need to get another one around about the same time. Or I might develop Lego.
Lego's a good trick.
And put that in.
Lego is a great effect.
That would have been really good there. Because everyone, obviously, without explaining it, everyone would have seen the moment. It's just making it work.
Yeah, because I think it would, the prediction envelope would need to be
Bigger.
Yeah.
I think that would be the only reason. Especially if it was like that and the predictions like that big. Like, people that be reading it, you'd be like, this, look, I got it right.
Maybe we could jam it out.
Could do. Could always do that. Yeah, so I think I'll swap that in there, or maybe metronome, because I really like that one. But that's an ending trick for me.
But would you do that rather than minimalism?
I'd do minimalism before that. Because it's not a card trick, is it?
Nah. But I think each one is just as strong as the other.
We better wrap this up because it's going. So yeah, on that bombshell, name a number, name a card.
23 and the Queen of Diamonds.
I'm going to say 10 and the 10 of Hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 24.
23 and
23.
Queen of
11,
Diamonds.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Was it close? Nope, nowhere near it.
I've got a Jack of Diamonds, 4 diamonds, and a Jack of Clubs.
Well, it just wasn't there, was it? But yeah, the camera's probably going to cut off right now. Not joking. So yeah. So let's, alright, why don't we now then, why don't we have a look at the trick you did, James?
Let's go for it.
So what you imagine there's 3 random objects on here, yeah? We have a phone, keys and wallet. Now, that's in Paul's pocket. We took that before. So feel free to imagine all these objects in any random order you want, because I don't want you walking away later going, well, he told me to think of them in this order. That's how you picked up what I was thinking.
Okay.
You got one, yeah? Look at me for a sec. I'll leave that there for a second. So I was going to reach down and just pick up any object you want. Obviously don't tell me what it is. And just put it behind, just put it behind your back. And I just want you to, I'm hoping you didn't break it. Just think of a small number now between 1 and 10. And just move it that number of times between your hands. And so what, move it that number of times again. Did you move it the same number of times?
And one more.
And one more. Right, so bring your hands out. So if it's in this hand, I want you to tell me the truth. If it's in this hand, you tell me a lie. So you know which one you're going to do?
Yeah.
So what object did you pick up?
Keys.
Keys. It's my job to try and pick up on which one you've got. Tell you what, whatever you're holding, just give it to me. I'll leave that there for a sec. I'll pick up another one. So this time, if you told me the truth the first time, you're going to tell me a lie. This time, if you lied to me, you're going to tell me the truth. So which one do you have in your hand now? Phone. Say what, place that in your pocket. So there's one left on the table. So there's one left on the table, yeah? Mm-hmm. Which one's left on the table?
Wallet.
The wallet. And what's in your pocket?
Phone.
So that means I've got the keys.
You got the keys?
And obviously you thought of these in any random order. There's no way I could have knew which one you were picking up.
Not a clue.
Do you remember me writing something down before we even started? So you've got the phone. You've got the phone, yeah?
Yeah.
What does it say there, Debs?
You've got the keys.
What's Gary got?
Wallet. Oh no, the table's got one. Not saying that. Gary's got the phone.
Gary's got the phone. Me. I've got the keys. And that's left on the table was the wallet. So before... Thank you.
Let's have a look at the ones that I did. Is there anybody that knows the basic rules to blackjack or have played blackjack in the past? You? Yeah, 21? Yeah, you know the basic rules? Right, so hang on to those for me. We're going to come back to it. Going to come back to it right now, actually. All I want you to do, Kelly, is I'm going to give you, we're going to play an invisible game of blackjack, right? And I'm actually going to give you the chance to win a bit of money, if I can find them. And it's these poker chips, worth £50 each. That'll get you a few monsters, because the price of those, madness. I'm going to give you I'm going to put the odds in your favour. I want you to draw. You can have obviously red or black cards. 2 cards that you would hope to get dealt in a game of blackjack, right? Only 2 stipulations. It's got to be higher than 10 when combined, and not 21, not a winning hand, right? You know what I mean? Yeah? So let's give you a few moments. Don't show me though, yeah? Anyone who's not aware, blackjack, commonly referred to as 21 or pontoon, is you've got to beat the dealer. You get 2 cards, you've got to add it up to 21. And if you go over, you bust and you lose. So just give her a few moments. Good? Perfect. So don't show anybody, right? But at the moment, you're the only person who knows what those cards are when you add them together, yeah? So in turn, you know what value will make this a winning hand, yeah? And add it up to 21. So don't give me any indication, don't flinch, don't do anything. But by me saying add it up to 10, not 21, it would put you in like the 13 to 18 range, which you think would tip the odds back in my favour. But I'm going to put the odds way back in your favour now, because we're going to add a suit to your card, yeah? Make you like a winning card. Just name red or black, whichever one you pick is the one we're going to use. I didn't ask you, but that's okay. So, red, right? I'm going to put that there. So red would leave you with diamond or heart. Mary, just name diamond or heart.
Black.
Do you want to change your mind?
No.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay, and then the hardest part is how much. In fact, I'm going to double down on this because I think I've already got it. I think I've sent you something and you picked up on it. So it's a heart. What are we on? Think of the number that's going to add it up to 21. It's a 4, isn't it? Is it 4 of hearts? What was it?
You have to throw out 2 numbers.
Yeah.
Neither.
What's that?
Neither.
No.
No. When you add them together,
Yep.
what do you get?
19.
90. So 2. So a 2 of hearts would be your lucky card. See, I don't think that kind of happened though, because I feel like there's a bit of a miscommunication. So I kind of lost a bet there on a technicality. We could do it. No, we could do it again. Now a bet's a bet, and 150p. It was a lot to win, wasn't it? However, what about if all this time you weren't the player and I wasn't the dealer? What about if we flipped the roles and all this time I was implanting the 2 of hearts so you could deal it to me? Inception, yeah? Because I never actually shown you what was on the back of these chips, did I? But it has been there the whole time, yeah? And on the back of this one, there's a 2. You'd have to take my word for it. On the back of this one, it says of, and on that one, it says a heart. Claps are locked in. I'm not even using that as an edit point. I just wanted to make you awkward.
I don't feel awkward.
All right, I thought it's great.
Let's do that.
But yeah, we will wrap this up. Will there be a 10th episode?
Yeah, I think so.
I do like the improvised presentations, though, that would have gone up already. I think we should keep doing them. And obviously we've got our new deck now, so that's going to be a process of selecting how to make a trick up. That'd be interesting. So until next time, if there is a next time,
Au
bye-bye.
revoir.